I think we should talk, Jordan. I've come to make a deal with you.
A deal?
Yes, a deal. Mind if I sit down?
Get out.
Why? What
Hey, just do as I told you, all right? You too, Eddie. Wait for me in the hall. Sit down.
Is he all right?
Why do you care?
Because he's part of the deal. Providing he's okay.
Blaine, I don't think you're in much of a position to be making terms.
Well, you're not saying anything, Jamie. What excuse are you going to give me for these?
You had no right to go searching through my pockets.
Oh, maybe not, but it was pretty interesting when I found out, no? Where'd you get them? Oh, did you get them from your little friend, Nurse Randall?
Put them down.
You're still not answering me. Of course, you wouldn't want to incriminate Marianne.
Give those to me.
You know, Jamie, you really are a failure. You had the world practically just offered to you on a silver platter. And what do you do with it? You just are going to throw it all away. All of it, because you can't keep up with all of it. You just can't handle it. So now you're losing everything. First it's the dockside, and then it's drama, and then what? Ledger? And then where will you be? Nowhere. That's where. But I'm not going to let you take me nowhere with you. There's no way I'm going to let you ruin everything that I've worked so hard to get.
Give those to me.
You want these, huh?
Yes.
Okay, here, take them. Take these, too. Now you know where they are, so if you need them, you can just pick them up.
I'll pick up my clothes tomorrow.
No, I think you just better pick them up tonight. Because by tomorrow, the locks are going to be changed.
Is that really what you want?
Just get out, Jamie.
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
I'm in a better position than you may think, Jordan.
Okay. I call.
You see, it's my guess that Jess Cooper sent you here to clean up this little situation. Because my being gone is a source of embarrassment for the company. And that if you don't clear this up neatly and quickly, there just may not be a job for you when you get back to Bay City.
What are you getting at, Blaine?
Don't you think, Jordan, it would look much better for you if I came back voluntarily? That I realized my leaving was a terrible mistake. I resume my position with you. I could even pretend we just had a little lover's quarrel.
And you do what I told you to do?
Yes.
Blaine, don't do...
What do you think, Jordan? Knowing Jess, I think he'd be very happy with those results.
What do you get out of it?
I want you to leave Jerry Grove alone. Let him go back to Bay City and get on with his life. No more attempted hits. No more accidents. No more trouble whatsoever for him.
And you'd sever all contact with him forever.
Yes. Forever.
That it?
No. You do the same for Sandy.
No. I haven't got any control there. Ilsa wants Sandy back. She wants him back bad. Also, record book he took of hers. See, I can't cross Ilsa, so I can't make that promise.
Sandy doesn't have that record book, Jordan. At least not anymore. If he hasn't used it so far, what makes you think he'll use it in the future?
How long did you work for Ilsa?
5, 6 years, maybe.
And you must know the escort business pretty well. Now, if you came to work for me and you did what I told you to when I told you to do it, Ilsa might not be so concerned about your being on the loose, as it were. She might not mind if you did as you're told. Having you back with the company.
Jordan, Sandy doesn't want to get involved again with the company.
Oh, really? Well, considering the alternatives facing the two of you, I would think you'd both be eager to get involved with anything other than an undertaker.
I won't go back to Vegas. But I will go to work for you. If you call off this vendetta against Grove and leave Blaine alone.
Well, I guess I've got some thinking to do, don't I? But that shouldn't stop us from heading back to Bay City. Hey, Ed! Untie Mr. Alexander. He'll be accompanying us back to Bay City. Oh, Eddie, get on the phone, call the airport. Make sure the plane is ready. Hey, also find out what you can on the whereabouts of Jerry Grove.
So good to see you.
You too, Denny.
Clarice told me about your leg.
Oh, yeah, you know hockey.
Yeah.
Why don't you come on in? Sally, this is my brother, Denny. Hey, Sally.
Hello, Sally.
How do you do?
So,
Well, you seem surprised to see me, Leigh.
yeah, I guess I kind of am.
Well, didn't Clarice tell you I was coming today?
No, she didn't tell me a thing about it. So, what brings you to Bay City, anyway?
Well, what's the matter, little brother? You don't seem real happy to see me.
No, I didn't say that.
It's not what you said.
I'll go turn off the stereo. Okay? Why don't you warm up some coffee, Leigh?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, you want to sit down?
Yeah, why not? My being in Bay City isn't very good news to you, is it?
Now, why do you say that? I guess I just wasn't prepared to open up the door and see you standing there, that's all.
I hope I didn't interrupt anything with your girlfriend.
No. No. It's okay.
She is your girlfriend, I assume.
We see each other.
That's nice. Is she from around here?
Family is here.
Does she go to Bay State, too?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, you like her a lot. She's a real good student.
What about you, Leigh? How you doing?
Oh, come off it, Denny, huh? Don't play innocent with me. I know you talked to Clarice. I know you called her to check up on me. And I know that she told you I was having problems.
What I was getting at is how serious are the problems.
Well, I blew it, Denny.
Blew it?
Yeah, I blew it. I failed history. And I got kicked off the hockey team.
I'm sorry to hear that, Leigh. I know how important hockey is to you.
Come again?
I said I was sorry.
Oh, come on, aren't you going to jump all over my case?
Look, it's obvious you feel bad enough about it. I'm not going to lay anything else on you.
What are you pulling, Danny?
Nothing.
This isn't like you.
Well, maybe you're wrong about me.
No, Danny. I lived with you for a long time, remember?
Yeah, I remember. So are you getting some help with your schoolwork?
Well, Sally's trying to help me.
Be hard to find a more attractive helper.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, Leigh, you're very lucky to have someone like Sally around.
wasn't expecting you. Come in. Can I do anything for you?
Is Marianne home?
What do you want to see Marianne about? You didn't answer my question.
I want to talk to her.
About what?
Look, kid, I don't know...
No! You look. Marianne is getting married to my brother in just a few days.
I know that.
You do? You're invited to the party?
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't make it
Because you were embarrassed to face Rick?
No, it's not that.
Please, why don't you just stay out of their lives?
Look, I am not trying to come between them. I just want to talk to Marianne.
Talk like you did today. That's just the kind of thing that comes between couples.
It didn't mean anything.
I disagree. And I think that Rick and Cecile would feel the same way. If you want somebody to talk to, why don't you try your wife?
I think I better go. Tell Marianne that I stopped by with her.
Hey, how you doing? Come on. I have returned bearing gifts.
Yeah. You missed the party, man. What happened?
Yeah. Good party.
Hi. Well, how was the party?
So I'm beginning to think you and Cecile did it right. This big wedding routine is getting exhausting.
Oh, what are you talking about? You love it. He loves it.
Guess I can't deny that, huh?
Only when we decided to go this route, we didn't anticipate it being this much work.
She loves it, too. They both love it. They do. Get out. I'll let you. How you doing?
All right, how you doing?
I peeked into your closet when I came home from work.
Do you like yours?
I love it. It's beautiful, Marianne.
Did you see the wedding dress?
Sensational.
I can't wait for Rick to see me in it.
Yeah.
Is anybody up for a beer?
Oh, yeah, I think we got to take us all around.
I really liked it, but I think I'd better be going.
Well, stick around. You missed the real party. I might as well stay for a beer. There's something I want to discuss with you.
What's that?
Well, I know it's awfully short notice, but I wondered if you'd mind ushering at our wedding.
Danny, you're here.
That, madam, is a fact.
Do you know how glad I am to see you?
Maybe as glad as I am to see you, sis. You're just as beautiful as you ever were.
Oh, yeah, well, a little older.
No, not at all.
Oh, come on. You can tell stories like that all you want around here. Hey, you know, you look different than I was remembering.
Well, no doubt our younger brother's been painting pictures of me. The ogre of the century and such.
No, not me.
Come on, you don't have to protect me, Clarice. Look, you should have seen the expression on his face when I didn't come down hard on him for flunking history.
You already went into all that?
Yeah, we started to. But I'm not here to bug Leigh about his schoolwork.
Oh, well, then why'd you come to Bay City? I mean, not that I'm not really happy to have you here.
Well, my trip has a double purpose. Number one, to see my family. And number two, I heard about a very good job opportunity here in Bay City, and I want to check it out while I'm here.
You're thinking of settling here in Bay City?
Seems like a pleasant enough place.
Well, it is.
Well, then, why not?
Good night. Thanks for everything.
Kate, could you please stop that for a minute?
No, I can't. I think it's safer if I do this. Otherwise, we might get in one of those fights.
Listen, kids, since we're bound to get into this eventually, we may as well get it over with.
good friend. I've never had a closer one. But Rick is my brother.
And blood is thicker than water.
And it's thicker than friendship. I can't stand the thought that Rick could possibly get hurt by marrying me.
He won't get hurt. Kid, look, I don't know how many times you have to hear this to believe it, but I'll say it again. I want Rick to be my husband.
The father of your baby?
And the father of our baby. Rick's and my baby. And I want very much for you to be happy for us, to believe in us. Can you do that?
I don't know. I keep remembering walking in here and finding you and Jamie together. And I hear what you're saying. And I think of that and I get confused.
Kid, I asked you to be maid of honor at my wedding. And you accepted, and that really means a lot to me. But if you're having any doubts at all, if you really want to back out, I'll understand.
No. I'll be your maid of honor. I have to believe that your love for Rick is as strong as his love for you.
You're gonna work in Bay City?
If I can land the job.
Well, where's the job?
In the district attorney's office.
But Zachary Colton's the district attorney.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know it?
Yeah, I know.
I take it from your reaction you're not particularly fond of it.
Well, that's putting it mildly.
Well, tell me about it.
Oh, he caused a lot of problems for Larry and me, that's all.
What kind of problems?
Well, there's a man named Jordan Scott, and he owns a gambling place in town. And he was going with Larry's sister. Anyway, Jordan gave Larry a loan so we could buy this house. But Colton claimed that Larry was on the take, and he got him fired from the police force.
Well, was Larry on the take?
No, he wasn't. Colton had a grudge against Larry. As far as I'm concerned, Colton wrecked Larry's life.
Well, what's your husband doing now?
He's working at the arena. That's a gambling place that Jordan owns.
I see. You don't approve of Larry working there, do you?
No, but it doesn't really matter much anymore what I think about it.
What does that mean?
Larry and I aren't together anymore. He's just my husband on paper.
I'm sorry, Clarice. I really am.
Yeah, so am I. Well, how's your marriage going?
It's, over. Suzanne and I just sort of grew apart, and well, finally she left me.
Leigh told me that you're having troubles. He felt real bad about it. Even guilty.
Well, he shouldn't. It wasn't his fault.
I know. I think that's one of the things I love so much about Leigh. He's such a sensitive kid. I don't know how I would have gotten past the last few months without him. He's been a real sweetheart. Does that surprise you when I say that?
No, Clarice, that doesn't surprise me. That's always been one of Leigh's problems. He's too damn soft.
Too soft? I don't understand.
Look, forget I said it.
Hey, Denny, what do you mean?
Please, Clarice. Hey, you know what?
What?
That plane trip really tired me out, and I'd like nothing better than to go right to bed. That's okay with you?
Oh, sure. You can use the guest bedroom. You know, Lee'll be okay on the couch.
Thanks. I'll get a hotel tomorrow.
Hey, you're not going to do any such thing. There's room for you here. I'm not going to let you go anywhere. Feels too good to have both my brothers with me again.
Jamie.
Well, I didn't know you were still here.
I didn't know there was a soul left in the building. Did you forget something?
Not exactly.
Then what exactly?
Well, I thought I'd try to get some work done.
If that's why you're here at this hour, my suggestion is forget it. Until tomorrow. Go home now.
I can't.
What'd you say?
I said I can't. I walked out on Cecile tonight.
I'm so sorry, Jamie.
Do something for me, will you, Mac?
Anything in my power.
Withdraw those papers naming me as your successor to court at Poplar's.
Jamie, what?
Mac, now that I'm not working on the dock site or Bravo, I don't feel justified in the role you've created for me here.
Don't you think that's a decision for me to make?
No, I don't think you're realistic when it comes to me.
Jamie, I've always prided myself on being a very good judge of character, on being impartial. I don't think that I've made a mistake with you.
How can you say that, Mac? Just look at the facts.
But I am looking.
No, not with impartial eyes, you are.
Yes, I am. And what I see is an exceptionally bright young man who simply assumed too much responsibility in an attempt to live up to what you thought were my expectations. The situation is one I feel very responsible for.
You? Why?
Because I'm the one that loaded all that work on you. It was very insensitive of me not to see what it was doing to you.
No, Mac, that's...
Yes, I'm right. So now, naturally, you've had a few setbacks in these past months, but, Jamie, you're young. You're going to get over it. I hope even I've learned something by them.
Are you saying this just to make me feel better?
I certainly am not. What you've got to do is just see what's happened in the past as if it's a good preparation for what's ahead of you now.
Well, I guess that's basically what I'm trying to tell you. You see, I can't look ahead right now.
All right, fine. We all have to shut off our heads now and then. Just close everything off. Get some rest.
Yeah. Get some rest.
You said you don't plan to go home tonight?
No.
Could I make a suggestion then?
Please.
Well, you know, Rachel wouldn't stay at the house, so I'm living back there now. It was your home for many years. It'd make me very happy if you don't have any other plans, if you make it your home again, for as long as you like.
Look, sorry about that scene with Kit and Marianne.
Your fault.
Tried to tell Kit to stay out of the whole thing, you know. No.
Yeah, well, your advice fell on deaf ears.
Yeah, something like that.
Don't you know by now that advising Ms. Holloway on anything that she's got an opinion about is a waste of breath?
Yeah, well, you have to remember, though, that the only reason why she said anything was just because she cared, you know?
And she's only doing this because she wants my happiness. How many times have I heard that? Kid always uses that excuse to interfere in my life.
Because it's true.
Granted, it's true. I'm sure she has my best interest at heart, but I don't think it's her duty to tell me of her doubts about my marriage.
She's only doing it because she loves you.
Well, I love her. Then she means what? Nobody will let me forget that.
Let me ask you something. Don't you have some doubts? I mean, it's perfectly normal, you know?
No, I don't have any full-fledged doubts.
No?
No, it's just more like being a little afraid.
Oh, what do you mean afraid?
It's just when I think of what a huge commitment Marianne and I are making it. But there's no doubt in my mind that I love her.
No, none at all, huh?
None. Any doubts in that department are just my own insecurity about whether I can make her happy or not.
Are you, You worried about Jamie?
No.
Hmm?
No, I know she had some feelings for him for a while. But, she agreed to marry me.
You're an okay guy.
I'm an okay guy.
What are you, a parrot?
It's a great recommendation coming from you. Thank you, Joe.
I'm not, I'm not marrying you. Marianne
No,
doesn't
that's
need...
true.
Marianne, doesn't need a recommendation about your character. But you're, you're a terrific guy and a good friend. And I wish you a lot of happiness.
Thanks.
Company Blaine is a real convenience, isn't it?
Yeah, it's real convenient. It's a real treat to be back.
Aren't you happy to be home, Blaine?
Yeah. Speaking of home, I guess I better get going.
What do you mean, get going?
Well, I have an apartment that I rent and a bed I haven't slept in a couple of weeks.
You don't seriously believe I'm going to let either one of you out of my sight, do you?
Well, what do you expect us to do, sleep here together?
Something you have experience with?
Look, you've got what you want, Jordan. I'm not going anywhere out of Bay City.
Well, you got that right. And for now, you're not going anywhere out of this house either.
Look, Jordan, I can't just drop my whole life and move into the arena or wherever else it is you keep your people.
Yes, you can. If I want you to.
Look, if I do that, people are going to know that there's something up, that I came back under conditions, and they'll know the same thing about Blaine.
And eventually Jess would figure it out. That would blow the whole thing, wouldn't it?
But the only way this is going to work is if I go back to my own apartment, back to my job at Corey Publishing, and make everything look normal. I mean, I've got to be the same Sandy Alexander that left town a couple of weeks ago, or people are going to wonder.
He's right, Jordan. Just think about it for a second. If he makes too big a change, everything will look suspicious.
Now, I doubt whether everyone in Bay City is concerned about Sandy Alexander's welfare. Or Blaine Ewing's either, for that matter. Now, tell me, Blaine, what's the real reason you don't want people to be suspicious?
I've already told you that, Jordan.
Yeah, well, I think it's because that white knight of a lawyer, Jerry Grove, just might try to take you away from me again.
He wouldn't do that.
Now, what guarantee have I got other than your word?
Because he just won't. If he has no reason to question it, he'll know. He'll believe that I came back voluntarily to live with you. Because you're the only man I could love.
And you'll go along with this little story?
Sure.
With everybody? Including your roommate, Joey Perini?
If that's the way Blaine wants it.
That's the way I want it. It's the way it has to be.
So what is it, Alexander? You agree to the party line, but you work for me. You do what I want you to, when I want you to do it. And then I'll square things with Ilsa and leave Grove alone.
And Blaine stays with you. Without any retribution from you for what's happened.
Right.
I guess that's it, then.
Oh, Alexander. Just one other thing.
What do you want?
Don't get any ideas about leaving town.
If it's necessary.
Telling anybody about our little deal.
There's something I want to talk to you about.
That means anybody. Because if you do...
What is it?
Blaine.
Well, I got word on Jerry. I know you're worried about him.
What about Jerry? Tell me.
He's in the hospital in New York City.
He's in the hospital?
But just take it easy. He's okay.
Oh, thank goodness. I mean, you scared me.
Yeah, well, Brian's going to be flying in tomorrow. He's going to pick him up and bring him back to Bay City.
Oh, so then he'll be back tomorrow the next day.
That's right. Kit's going to pick him up at the airport.
Yeah, Kid'll meet him.
Baby, you know, I wish you'd understand something. Jerry really loves Kit, and Kit really loves him, and I don't want to see you get hurt.
Look, Jerry's been a good friend to me, and I... Well, you care about my feelings or if I get hurt anyway?
I care.
Yeah, sure, that's why you left Corey and me, because you didn't want to see me get hurt.
Yeah, in a way, that's true.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Just forget it.
Yeah,
Forget it.
nothing. That's right. You thought nothing of just up and walking out on us.
Clarice.
So now you think you can come over here and tell me how to live my life?
Look, you're just making a
Look,
mistake.
you don't have any right to tell me anything anymore.
No, you got a point. I don't.
Well, how's Blaine? I mean, is she okay?
I don't know. I haven't seen her.
You haven't seen her? I hope she's all right.
Yeah, I hope so, too. I'm really worried about her this time.
Good evening, Mr. Corey,
Hello,
Jamie.
Louise. Hello.
Is there anything I can get for either of you?
Well, nothing for me, thanks.
Nothing for me either, thank you.
I think we're fine. Thank you, Louise.
Well, be in my room if you need me.
What you thinking?
I don't know.
Don't you?
Mac, why is it with Mom and me, every time we seem to have what we want, we do whatever we can to destroy it?
You're being too hard on yourself.
No, I don't think so. I had so much to do at the complex. I had Cecile. I gave that up. Everything just fell apart. And it's the same with Mom. She's just given everything up. I don't know, Mac. I sometimes wonder if either of us will ever be happy.
You have to realize, Jamie, that when you want something desperately, sometimes you go after it with such a single-mindedness of purpose that you think that nothing else in your life is of any importance. Do very foolish things sometimes, even harmful things to yourself as well as to others, just because you want to get to this goal. It's a kind of tunnel vision. You know what I mean? It can destroy your life if you don't control it. Understand?
I think I do very well.
I had it reframed.
I noticed. I remember that when this picture was taken, it was the night that Cecile and I came over for dinner, just before we got married.
That's right. Both of you beat me at chess that evening.
Yes, we did. I wanted so much for Mom to like her. Oh, well, I guess that wasn't in the cards. Not that it matters much anymore.
Oh, don't be too convinced of that.
Well, it's hard not to be. Mac, there's something that's very important to me that I want to talk to you about, but it's not very easy for me.
I'm listening.
There was so much work that had to get done, and never enough hours in the day. And the harder I worked, the more tired I got. And it never seemed to end. I couldn't catch up. It kept getting further behind. So, I started using drugs. Prescription drugs. Some to keep me awake, some to get me to sleep. Different ones at different times. After a while, I didn't just choose to use them. I needed to use them. I was so groggy in the morning from all the drugs I'd taken the night before that I had to use something to get me started. And then I had to use something to keep me going. It got so bad that I couldn't get up in the morning without using them, and I couldn't fall asleep without using them.
The way you spoke about it sounded like it's in the past.
It is. At least I hope it is.
You got a lot of willpower.
I'm trying, Mac. I am really gonna try.
Great, Jamie. Is this part of your problem with Cecile as well?
Yes. You see, all that stuff I put into my body, well, it turned me into another person. Someone I don't know. Someone I don't like. Neither did Cecile.
Well, I think you ought to tell her that. Just as you've explained it to me. I think she'd understand that the way you behaved toward her wasn't because of the way you felt about her. It was because of the chemicals in your body.
Yeah, I don't know. Mac, I have hurt her so badly, some of the things I've done. Well, I doubt she'll...
If she'll what?
I doubt if she'll ever be able to love me again.
I think she'll understand this, just as I did. She's a very bright woman, you know.
Well, she is. But I don't know, after the past few days, I don't know if we'll ever be able to get back together.
What are you doing up?
I could ask you the same question.
Well, I didn't go to bed yet, but you've been in bed for hours.
I woke up and couldn't get back to sleep. Thought a glass of milk might help. Maybe it'll relax me.
You're not Lee's brother for nothing. He practically lives in the refrigerator.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, by the way, Ada called and she asked us over for dinner on Wednesday night. Kind of a, welcoming you to Bay City.
I don't think that's a very good idea. I mean, I don't know her or anything.
Well, it'd be a perfect opportunity to fix that. She's wonderful. I think you really like her.
Clarice, do you want me to go?
Yeah, I do very much.
Okay, then. It's a date.
What are you doing here? What do you mean, what am I doing here? I mean, my name is still on the mailbox. You haven't gotten another roommate, have you? Come here.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
That's Blaine. What?
She's fine.
And Jerry?
I don't know. I think he's okay.
Oh, and that's all you're telling me?
Yeah, nothing.
Wait, don't give me nothing. I know you tell me nothing. What's going on? Where is she?
Look, man, it's late. Can we talk about this tomorrow?
No, man, we can't. Where is Blaine? Where is she?
She's with Jordan.
Jordan? How could you let her go back to Jordan?
Look, it's got nothing to do with me.
What, did they get you first? And you sold her out? Is that what all this is about?
No, it's nothing like that.
No? Well, then I suggest you tell me what it is like.
Blaine wanted to go back with Jordan, so she did. Nobody's in any danger. Jordan's just glad to have her back. End of story.
I don't believe it.
Man, I don't care what you do believe and what you don't believe, but I'll tell you one thing. If you care for Blaine, I mean really care for her, just keep away from her, you hear me? Just keep away from her.
Jerry's gun, isn't it?
I guess. Took it off Alexander. Tell me something, Blaine. Which one of those guys were you sleeping with?
What?
You heard me. Which one were you sleeping with?
Jordan, I wasn't.
Don't lie to me, Blaine. Now, I want to know which one.
Jordan.
If one of those punks comes near you again, I'll kill him.
Jordan, please believe me.
Believe you? I'll never believe you again. I'll never believe you again.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another Work.